So that's the time that I'm talking about now. Okay. Right now the time is 1:47. 1:47 a.m. It's Friday, March the 22nd, and this is a continuation of the first part of the conversation that I'm having for later use. Okay. So at that time, it was already like around December 2018, and I was already kind of like socializing with everybody in the game. You know, for the Christmas time, me, Nexus, and Berta, you know, we spent Christmas on our own. You know, as Berta was working, we had, you know, she had her own apartment, and you know, we're kicking back, and you know, she was walking around at work at that time. Everything was still good. You know, she was okay because she was getting the entertainment that she likes from fucking around and thinking that she gets away with it. You know, so around December 2018, you know, everything was like whatever, and that makes sense, and I know it. Okay, but then I can see that somebody at her job started like, you know, they caught feelings, or it's just a pride thing, and they started making it issues for her because they started trying to like kind of give herself to anybody that plays the game knows that giving stuff to somebody that plays the game is a trick to get them in trouble. Okay, so then they started giving her gift cards, and she started getting greedy, and she started taking them, and she couldn't figure out another way to she couldn't figure out another way to blend it in, so she started saying that she was getting, you know, benefits from work. And like I said, I was kicking back, and I knew she fucks around anyways. You know, she fucked around whether I was working or not. She would fuck around. Okay, any chance that she had the chance to fuck around, she fucked around, and I know it. Okay, so like I said, I was kicking back, and I was leaving her alone because I told her that as long as she kept, you know, pretty much as long as she kept coming home, you know, like a decent woman, when she's playing the part of a decent woman, when she comes home every day, and, you know, she spends the night at home, you know, off of that, you know, at work, she could do whatever she felt like she needed to do to keep her job. Okay, and I did not suggest anything to her, but I just told her, you know, that as long as she kept coming home and she kept playing it, pretty much playing it clean. But I can see the situation is that since she plays it too much, that sometimes it causes issues for her. So then what happened is that she started having issues at work for that, and I guess one of the guys quit, and then I guess she's during that time, I guess because of that, maybe her boss, you know, she started messing around with her boss too at that time. Okay. So I can see that around December 2018 is when she started messing around with her boss. When that guy that was working there quit. Because of the, I guess he wanted a more serious relationship, and either she wasn't ready at the time or she didn't want that. And she was getting a bunch of stuff at that time. So I'm assuming she was getting stuff from that one of the guys that she was kicking it with, and her boss at that time. And I started getting mad at her because I was telling her that pretty much she was making it too obvious. You know, and pretty much I would try to keep her like in check, but not like in check the way that people try to keep people in check, but like kind of like, then she's gonna play a game like that, and it's a fucked up game that she needs to be really, really careful with it. And I guess either she doesn't take it serious or she doesn't care, I don't know. Okay, so So the thing is that she started like messing around with her boss at that time. Okay, so then around like once again around we look back up to like around like February or March. See, because a lot of the stuff that happened for this time, it happened around like the same time. See, and it makes sense. So around that time, I took some time off from from Plato because we had already ranked it up to general. So then around that time, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make alt accounts. So I'm gonna start making. So around that time, I made Starlight. So around that time, I made Starlight. I made King General and Genovia General and Moonstar. Okay, around that time, around December 2017. I think I said December 2018 earlier on, but it was 2017. Okay, around December 2017. I made Starlight 72, UK in general, Genovia in general, and the Moonstar 2355 account. Okay. Under the Starlight 72, I started playing under that account, and at that time, Nexus, he started playing as Plato, but he started playing other games because at the time I was taking a break from YouTube because, like I said, the modders they would knock the servers down, but since knowing that it was Dominix and Snake Eyes, they felt like it was their servers because they're the ones that pretty much the ones that put the server back on. Then they were running the servers. Okay, they were running the servers, and when Sony put the servers back on, they figured out a way to loop every server to theirs. That's what they did. They figured out a way to, and they used to work for them. They figured out a way to loop every server into their PlayStation first before going into the network. Okay, kind of like VPN. And the way they did it is because they have all the access codes because they used to work for that. See, and like I said, if this recording serves its purpose, somewhere down the line, all this is gonna get confirmed. Okay. So around December 2017, the Plato 28 account reached General and Warhawk. And I was like, damn. It took me a whole year, like a year and a half, to rank up that account to General. And all that year and a half that it took me to rank up that account, but then didn't show interest in that game, like not even once. Like she played it once or twice, but she thought it was like interesting, but not like anything. See, she used to make a big deal about me playing the board every morning because she wanted to go to the store or whatever, and I would tell her to wait, and she purposely would time it for it to occur during that time because it would bother her because I guess since all her work stuff, she wouldn't be able to do it on the weekends without getting, making it too obvious, right? During all that time that it took me to rank up the account, Nexus, he was doing his own thing. By that time he was already on PlayStation 4 and most of the time playing other games, so he really didn't like. He's not following the story for Warhawk around that time. Okay, So in around December 2017, I ranked up Play-Doh 28, and maybe like January and February I played like a little bit here and there with that account, and then I started playing with Starlight, and then at that time I started seeing that Nathan was getting into, like he had gotten really into a Blood Cell 47, but I started seeing that since he was still like young, like all the negative of that is that if he gets really into it, then he's gonna start seeing them as a role model, and I wasn't okay with the way that the guy is. Like, I think he's funny and he's probably a cool guy and stuff, but the way that he thinks, like, I wasn't okay with it. That I started kind of I started separating Play-Doh from the Blood Cell 47 because on top of that, I felt like he felt like we were just trying to piggyback off of him for YouTube. So then I'm like, okay, it's understandable, you know. If I would be thinking like that, then I probably would be thinking like, oh yeah, that person is just trying to piggyback a shortcut to subs, and that wasn't. So then I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna back away from that channel and that gamer because he had let us join his clan. But then what happened is that a lot of people would tell me, why you looking at we saw some of your clan people, and since I was always playing, and the Blood Cell and the Starhawk, they would only play once in a while, then people started telling me, kind of like thinking that it was my clan. So then I'm like, oh, I don't want that since I was doing the YouTube thing. See, I wasn't trying to piggyback off of him because I didn't want to like just be known as, you know, and it's not that I wanted to be known, but I didn't want to be like, oh, that's his clan because it wasn't my clan. And if I pretended it was, and they actually, yeah, something that I was like, oh, look, he was pretending that was his clan, and it wasn't. Okay. So then, what happened is that at that time I kind of Nathan had already lost interest in that game anyways. Nexus, he had already lost interest in that game because of the honors. So at the time, I lost interest in the Blood Cell 47 due to because a lot of the stuff that they were taught. Okay, so then we separated from that clan, and during that time I wasn't gonna use the Play-Doh account no more. So then I put the Play-Doh 20 account on, on standby, and I started using Starlight. I went into the Warhawk Wednesdays once or twice at Starlight. Like there's videos on YouTube where Starlight shows up with the name, say, oh look, Starlight's on YouTube. That's a cool name. And by the time Nexus wasn't playing the game no more, and I was still continuing, so I played that one. Then I jumped from Starlight to Eucalion, and the Chernobyl Nazi was the last one that I played because the last one that I played before Lone Star, because I remember that there's this gamer that is called Solid Glory, that Dio Solid Glory, that he was talking trash to the Nazi account because he's saying that he's a hater because he's a Nazi. And at the time I was already gonna stop using it anyway, so I stopped using that account and I started using the Lone Star account. And by the time that I'm telling you guys the story, it starts to line up where, at the end of 2017, Bertha broke up with somebody at work that she was going out with, and I guess her boss was there, and he's seen some of the trauma, and he used it as an opportunity to get cool with her, and she probably would have done it anyways. And at the time, then he started going out. He started like fucking around too. But supposedly his wife works there too. Then that they cause issues, even if they're into it too. Even if they're into it too, and they feel like they're more into it that, and they cause issues. So what happened there at that time? I can see that by the time that I started using the Monster account, it was already like March or April. I'm gonna say like March or April, but I'm gonna say more like April. And I started using the Monster account, and around like around June, like around May or June. That's when I took in the Monster account to the board service for the first time, and I'm pretty sure there's no record of it because, like I said, the Dominic's person managed to get Bertha to erase the Monster account because that was his goal. His goal was to get her to erase the Monster account and play the 28 account on YouTube because he wanted his videos to be the only ones that were on there. Okay, so around April of 2017 or May, I took the Monster account into the board service for the first time, and I played there for a while, and then I kept playing during the week, and during the week I started getting like really quick because Monster sounds like a female account, and really quick I started getting like comments like, oh hey, are you a girl? Are you like white? Are you this? Are you that? Are you this? Are you that? And during that time, I seen when the Dominic's guy, he threw in the Dominic's account out there because he wouldn't play with that account all the time. See, he would play with other accounts. Okay, he would play he would play under the Ducks Bunny or the Triple X7 or something like that. Okay, he would play under those accounts most of the time. Okay, he's in I seen him change the accounts. Okay, so around that time when I threw in the Monster account and I took it into the board, then he threw in the Dominic's account, and I played with him a couple of times during that time. During 2017, around like June or July. Yeah, June or July. That's the time. It makes sense. See, it makes sense. See, like around June or July. I took in a Monster account into Warhawk, to the board server for the first time, and after that, the Dominic's 21, 22. He kept playing. So I kept playing. We kept like looping in the game. Like we kept meeting up in the game. So then I think during the week he kept playing too. So then during the week we would keep playing too. So then I started paying attention to that. See. So then a week after that, I took in the Monster account under that too. But this time I told Bertha that she was gonna go in with me to help me. I was gonna go in as Kato, and she was gonna go in as Monster, but she was gonna talk on the microphone and say she's a girl, and she's trying to get into a clan, and we pretty much had told her what to say, and so we did, we played, she got into the game, she talked a little bit, she didn't say anything exactly the way that I wanted, but the main purpose was to let them know that she was a female. So then when she talked in the server, then the Dominic 21, 22, he seen like he seen that it was a female, and he was thinking that the Monster account was Plato 28. So he seen it as his opportunity to get Plato 28 to erase their channel and everything that they were doing to make their channel important as the only channels that have Warhawk videos. That's what that's about. See? The guy that dominates 2122, he goes around, like looking for people that are posting like YouTube stuff like that, and he tries to discourage them from uploading. So because I told Berto what to say, for what she didn't say anything. I told her what to say. The only thing that happened is that it was enough for him to know that I was a female. So then later on, since we kept playing, me and her kept playing. Okay, so then around that time, then I had already played with them before that during that week. So then later on, during that week was all the week that it took him for him to do the research to see that Pleo 28 and Mozart were connected because they're coming from the same account, like the same PlayStation 3, and they seen the name, they seen who it was, they seen Berta, they seen her last name, and they did research, and they're like, oh, okay, they were thinking that was her, and she didn't believe that because it's really crazy to believe that, right? How would I know that? And she didn't believe me, so I had told her the whole purpose of that was to get into Bark to play with people for my purpose is to continue YouTube. So I told her that she wanted to help me out to play with that person so that we could befriend them, so that she could help me out with YouTube and she could have something to do and we could see if we could make some money. But then I guess that's the part that she wasn't okay with. She wasn't okay with having to quit her job because at that same time she had started going out with her boss. So then she started thinking like, oh, if Michael actually succeeds in making some money off of that, then her Bertha was gonna have to quit her job, and she didn't want to do that because she was fucking around with her boss, like sexually, and she didn't want to do that. And I wasn't thinking about that because I wasn't like I said, I was letting her do her own thing. Okay? Everything that occurred happened because she tried to stop me from doing my stuff because the Dominix 2122 thought that she was the one that was doing the account, and that's the only reason why he talked to her. That's the only reason why he came into her life, because he was sure that she was Pleo 28, and he seen it as an opportunity to stop her. Like, what happens is that since Berto was fucking around at work at that time, she was able to play casual, and at the same time she wasn't able to play casual because in order for us to get into the board class, they requested for the person to have a Facebook. So then I told her I didn't want to do the Facebook thing because I didn't want to, because I had serious goals for that, and she said she was gonna do it, and I told her if she wanted to, she could, but for the purposes that we were saying, and she said yeah, that she was. So then she did her Facebook account. I told her the name to use. I told her to use Jane Moon because it wasn't letting her use Moonstar. Okay. So she put Jane Moon because I had told her that Jane Moon is like Jane Doe. Jane, it's a common name. kind of like John Doe and something like that, or Joe Schmo, and she made her gamer tag, and really quick, I told her to text back that she was trying to get into a clan, and at that time I was texting. I was telling her what to text, and I was telling her exactly what to say. So then he said he was gonna talk to them. He talked to that one called Bori, and then Bori talked back to Jane Moon on Facebook, and Jane Moon said this, and then supposedly it was a process, and supposedly it took like at least a month. Okay, it took like a month. See, so what I'm assuming that with that month that it took, that month or so that it took for that, she actually met with Dominic 21, 22 at that time. See, she was trying to make me think she met with him in August of 2018, but she didn't. She met with him in 2017. I'm assuming she met with him around the same time, July or August 2017. And after they met, they fucked at that time. And she was all into like her work, and she was doing good, and she was fucking around with her boss. That she let her guard down, and when she went to go fuck with him in the motel, she let him record her because she was high as fuck, and she was buzzing in, and she was high overall because she was working, and she was doing good, and this game, fucking around with her boss and shit. So she was like, you know what I mean, right? And then she kept telling me that she was from all the women that work at her company, that she was like the prettiest one. Now the other ones were uglier than her. So she was probably fucking around with half all the guys there too. But like I said, she let her guard down. Since supposedly the guy lives in Canada, which I really don't believe, that he let her record her thinking that he was gonna keep it private. But I told her that Dominic 21, 22 is that Desi guy. But I didn't tell her who he was. I just told her that it was somebody else that was trying to stop me, till 28, from doing YouTube. And she didn't believe me. And today's March the 22. It's Friday, March the 22. And it's been 2 weeks, and it's been like 2 weeks or a week since I've been online, because the phone that I was using, it got brick, and I don't have any money to buy a new one. And the other phones that I have are not reading the phone card. But a week or 2 weeks ago, I found a video. I found her porn. He barely started uploading it like recently, and he's uploading it in pieces. So what I'm thinking is that he's blackmailing her. See, I think that since he actually believed that she was single, he got like upset that he feels like he got played. So then he was gonna blackmail her anyways to stop the Play-Doh 28 channel. Like, once they kept going out and stuff, and having conversation, he was gonna like trick her into taking over it. I think honestly he was just gonna ask her to erase it. I'm assuming that he was blackmailing her, and yeah, he was fucking her too, but the thing that backfired on her is that he blackmailed her to erase her channel. And at the same time, he was blackmailing her to get me to stop. get me to stop YouTube. And the thing is that he went as far as to find out personal information about her, to like find out that she was fucking around with her boss. And then she found out that she was married. And she found out that that she was married. And he got bought it. And he felt like he got played. And he started uploading the porn videos that he had. See, Roberto was trying to convince me that they went up in 2018. But I'm assuming that by that time, the guy was already getting upset because Pluto 28 was still uploading videos and the videos were coming out decent. And at that time, I think that's what happened. Like, at that time, he was like kind of like he had enough of that. He told her, like, he blackmailed her to get me to stop uploading, because he seen that I was doing a bunch of like alternate accounts, and she didn't know how. So then she started making issues with me, like stupid issues, and that's what happened towards the end. Towards the end, she kept saying that I was getting in her way, but I wasn't getting in her way. Nothing. The only way that I was getting in her way is that she fucked up. She agreed to help me out, but she took it into something else, that since she didn't want to let me know that pretty much she fucked around with him earlier on, that he had filmed her and he was blackmailing her. He was blackmailing her for money, and he's been blackmailing her for money, and he blackmailed her for the account to erase it. He blackmailed her with her job, that he was gonna go and make a base at her job. That's why everything happened the way it happened. I'm not saying kid, that's the excuse, because like I said, no matter what, she's fucking around on me. But like, I mean, she had been fucking around on me since the longest. So that's the only difference. And I guess that's it for Rainbow.